everybody and welcome back to another video. So as you can tell by the thumbnail, this video is all about Italy, and it was about 10 days ago that Sanremo concluded for this year. And all in all, Marco Mengoni, after 10 years from representing Italy back in 2013, he will be going back for them with the song vite. Well, we think he's going with the song vite. We're not entirely sure. However, the Eurovision Song Contest web YouTube page have uploaded the performance, so it might actually be confirmed now that that is the song he's going in with. Either way, this is going to be me reviewing the song and talking about my thoughts and opinions. You sort of hear the opening notes and you're thinking, yeah, this is going to be a big ballad on it. I must admit the Sanremo stage this year was absolutely gorgeous. Why couldn't they have done that for ESC? I always love those kind of songs where it starts off quite intermittent and it just builds and soars. And just going into this first chorus, and you can immediately hear the emotion from Marco's voice. Absolutely love his voice. I just love the idea of the orchestra there as well. It adds to the song. Of course we don't get that ESC, but still. And now it's starting to build, going into that second verse. And I feel this is now where the momentum's building. And one thing I've noticed over the years is that Marco doesn't really connect a lot with the cameras. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. I think he just feels that the performance, the song that much, that he just presents it to people. It is a highly emotive performance, and I remember, I think it was the third night where they all performed together, that I watched it and I was like, that's got winner vibes. Good bridge. And that's the thing, I'm just hearing the song and it doesn't feel clunky, it's sort of like a nice smooth transition into the final chorus. And I just, how is he going to cut this down? It's just very touching and very intimate. I just love the outro. It's just, that's one of the highlights for me. Right, okay, so that's the only thing with Italian engines, isn't it? Because they're really like beautiful and very touching. And I mean, obviously 2021 was a very different story, but it is a really intimate and beautiful song, and Marco has this way of presenting those emotions to people, and I think that's what pulls you in, and that he just has this way of performing which, you know, you're drawn to. But yeah, it's a very long song, so he's got to try and cut a minute from this, and I just don't know how he's going to do that. If he does ultimately go in with a different song, I will do a reaction to that, of course. Wouldn't make a lot of sense just to leave this one in. But yeah, in terms of the actual song itself, yeah, it's definitely got musical and lyrical qualities to it. Personally speaking, in terms of its actual potential results at the competition, how it might do, I think because having Italy in the final as one of the big five, I think they are quite lucky in a sense, because obviously this year in the semis there are no juries, and I feel like this is a song that would benefit from both. I don't necessarily think that the song would do well with, like, extremely well, like we're talking top 3 with either category, but I feel that with the votes pulling in from both sides, I think that could give Italy another reasonably good result. I don't think this is a winner, being truly honest. When I meant a winner, it gave me winner vibes. I meant winner at Sanremo. I didn't necessarily mean winner at Eurovision. I don't necessarily think this is a winner. However, I still think that Italy can very well achieve a top 10 with this song. It just all depends on how the 3-minute version sounds. And it also depends on what the rest of the competition is like. Because, I mean, there's a lot of songs that have been released and I'm not sure how they sound. So, for all I know, they could be something that's a lot more of a wow factor, I guess. However, yeah, I absolutely love the song, and I can't say this is necessarily my favourite Italian entry of the modern era, because, well, each year they keep bringing banger after banger after banger, and it's really, really tough, but they are my favourite country in the competition overall. And each year they definitely do bring quality. So yeah, I'm going to leave this one here because I can't really add much more to it. So yeah, I'm going to leave this one down to you guys. What do you think about the song? How do you think Marco's chances might be in Eurovision this year? Of course, he achieved 7th in 2013. Do you think he'll top that? And do you think he'll go in with this song, or do you think he'll go in with a different one? Feel free to add your comments in that section. Right, I'm going to move on to another entry, whichever that might be. So, as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.